Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin is proudly sponsored by Sense of Taste.
Boutique bottle shops located in Kupru and Hamilton.
We were just too lazy. We were too tired for anything.
That's a marriage story.
Right?
That is a marriage story.
That's what happens.
You know? And that's the thing, like, I don't, wish I had that new love again so I can have lots of sex again because, God, that sounds tiring.
Oh,
God,
you know? Yeah. And painful.
And, yeah. Couldn't walk for days.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to episode 46. I'm Lindalin, also known as Lindsay Kirkwood, or the other way around.
Yeah, what?
Whatever.
I am Bildo, also known as Billy Milovanovic in my real life. I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever.
You go, friend.
Wine Chats, that's us. Like I said, episode 46, geez.
Yeah.
Billy really wants to reminisce about how her ho-ho used to feel when her and Henry first started dating. So
Why just Henry?
Well, because Henry or the other guy. There's only been two. Right? So.
Confessions.
Yeah.
I had two lovers.
Slut.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking today about the new love feels that we get.
Yeah.
Good stuff, eh?
Yeah.
But before we do, we have a big favor to ask. Speaking of love, send us a love. Subscribe to us. Like us. Share us. Love us. Review us. All of the above, one of the above,
Follow
anything.
Me. Follow.
Billy,
subscribe to me.
we're trying to get people.
Lindalin, I'm a
subscribe.
singer. Okay.
Are you?
Well, no, aren't I?
Debatable. Anyways, send us some love.
Yeah.
And yeah, Billy, talk about this delicious wine.
I'm
that
a little
we're
bit
about to
scared.
open.
Yeah, I'm a little bit scared. Lindalin had this thing a few weeks ago where she was like, I think we should just feature wines that are foreign or that aren't just Australian, I guess.
Well, look, I mean, Australia, if I can just take over for a second, Billy, before you open that beautiful bottle. Look, Australia makes amazing wines.
Fantastic.
Right?
Yes.
Like, duh, of course. And I absolutely love Australian wine, but I've been keen to let's try some other wines lately. Because
Totally.
we've just been drinking Australian.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm like, bitch, I got just the thing for you.
yeah.
Because there's one particular deli, a Yugoslav deli. It's called Euro Deli.
Oh, shoot.
And
Sorry.
it basically, all the products in there are either, Yugoslav, Croatian, whatever.
Yeah.
The stuff that I ate growing up.
Yeah.
And now they have alcohol too. I mean, they've probably had alcohol for a long time, but I don't buy that stuff. Like,
No.
I buy my rakia there and then that's it. Like, I don't need any more than that.
Yeah. What's that?
But
anyways?
rakia, it's like
Potato?
life.
Oh.
It's like vegeta and rakia are like the two things you have to have in your pantry at all times.
Okay.
Okay.
I've got pantry.
Good.
got
now you need some
vegeta.
vegeta. And well, you need yourself a bottle of rakia.
Sweet.
Anyway, so they have a ton of different wines. So I'm like, I'm going to get us some wine.
I'm so excited.
I had no idea. When I started looking at this wine, I had no idea what I was actually looking for. They
Right.
don't have like Merlot, Shiraz, Riesling. They
Right.
had literally the options were dry wine, sweet wine, half dry, half sweet.
Yeah.
And so
Cool.
I picked a Kutjevo Graševina.
This is so up your alley because you're like, I'll have the house white.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all
Just give it to me. And it says Kvalitetno Suho Vino, which literally means quality dry wine. So I'm like, great. That's all I need to know.
Sweet.
It was $15.99. It's a 2017. It's a company that was founded in 1232.
Holy shit.
And then there's some stuff in the back that it was really hard to read for me because I don't fucking read this shit. Vino Kutjevo, don't really know what that is. I think Kutjevo is a place. It's a Croatian wine. And it says, miris je ugodan, which is the smell is pleasant. Cvjetni I voćni, flowery and fruity. They're basically covering all their bases.
Yeah.
Pun okus, it's full flavored.
Okay.
And then the funniest thing I found was, well, for one, it says that it's the most popular wine in Croatia. Like,
cool.
Calm down. You're talking yourself up a bit. But then it says that you can like drink it with, entrees and pastry.
It's sweet.
It actually it has like a specific like eat it with your entree or your pastries.
Well, I mean, lots of wines do say that, but you don't come across
Yeah,
pastry.
pastry. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and white meats and white fish.
Okay, cool.
So there you go.
Wait, I'm dying to know those. So, like, is this actually made in Croatia, or is it just produced here from?
No, it's made. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Proizvodi puni Kutjevo DD, whatever that is. So
sure.
it's from Kutjevo, Hrvatska. There you
Sweet.
go. So it's basically like the Clare Valley of Croatia.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Isn't it? I don't know. There you go. Okay, so let's crack it open.
I'm so excited.
Oh, and this was $15.99.
You said that.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. And which is surprising because like by the time it got here,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like with all the transport,
Yeah.
like
Okay. Whoa. What if
Well, I
it's
don't-
shit? Billy is pouring me like a big ass glass.
what if it's shit? That's what we say
Yeah.
about all our wines.
Yeah, I
you
know,
just
I
gotta
know.
take it and drink it.
It's very yellowy looking.
It is. Yeah.
The color's not all that fantastic, but it looks.
Excuse me, for a quality dry wine.
No, look, it could be so delicious. So hurry up, let's
Isn't
go.
it funny that you're right?
Isn't
It
it
doesn't look like a dry wine.
No.
Somehow it doesn't. Okay, let's smell it.
Okay.
I mean, guys, it smells like wine. It smells like.
Flowery.
This is why I said to you, I'm a bit scared to try this because there's no.
Okay, I'm going
Okay,
in.
Let's do it. Croatia, I'm not gonna lie. Don't quit your day job.
Keep with the pretty scenery.
I mean, what can be said? Let's try. Wait.
Yeah, I gotta have another sip. I'm not sure. It's very tangy on the tongue. Like it.
It literally tastes like a house white that's been open for a really long time. I'm so sorry. That sounds so bad. Like I want to support my,
Your people.
my people, but
Yeah.
y'all got to stick to Chavapi and
Look,
you
maybe
know.
if we had pastry, I'm not being funny, but maybe if we
True.
had pastry, it would
to wash down the taste of the wine.
it would be really nice.
Look, wait, I think the more you drink it, the more drunk he gets, the less you mind. Is that what's happening? Yeah.
It just has a weird, I'm gonna say like a tingly, I don't know, like
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Look, it's not a win, but it's not Australian.
no. And I do.
So-
yes, I'm loving the fact that we're trying a different
Yep.
wine. Yeah. No,
Yep.
it's wine. I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah.
But
It's not making me feel lovey-dovey.
no, I think too, by looking at the color, like it just looks like a really cheap and nasty color.
Well, again, for $15.99, and that was one of the more expensive wines. Would you believe? Like, it's
Right.
not. I can't imagine that the quality would be like they say quality.
But pause, you can get some really freaking good bottles of wine for $10.
True story.
So price, and then you can spend
Yeah.
$40 on a bottle, and you're like, ooh, what the fuck's in my mouth?
And I feel like in Europe, alcohol is just so much less expensive. Like I feel like here it's taxed extra because everybody, like as a collective, Australians are alcoholics. So it's like I feel like they need to stop people from buying so much alcohol. If you could buy wine in Woolworths for, $5-10 a bottle,
Yeah.
we would be in deep shit, I think. So anyway, maybe.
Do a fun little trick, what I just did while you were talking. Put some in your mouth and
God.
hold it in your mouth and just notice what happens to your tongue. Like it feels right? It's
like bubbles.
Yes, it's weird tingles, something in it.
It's like eating, what's that, magic candy?
Yes, that fizzles and pops on your tongue. Like there's just something weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Look.
Look.
Again, it's wine.
Don't hold it on your tongue.
Right, just swallow, gulp.
But soak your shirts in it because I reckon.
A fantastic stain remover. Do you need a Tom? We have a Tom, and he is super talented and freaking clever.
Tom's Sound Engineering is a professional music and podcast production studio specializing in helping you create your sound your way.
Production includes recording of single or multiple vocals and instruments, editing, mixing, mastering, and remastering.
So if you need a Tom, you can contact Tom on 0402 386 116, or you can find him on Facebook at Tom Sound Engineering.
I guess we'll share our Tom, eh, Bill?
Yeah, I guess, as long as they give him back. Well Lindalin.
Well,
Young love.
well, not young, first love, because you can have your first love when you're
No,
old.
I don't mean young love as in when you're young. I think like young
right.
love as in like when it's, you know, the first couple of
Yes.
years of a relationship.
Yeah. Couple months.
Couple of months. Well, yeah.
Doesn't take
Yeah.
long.
Sometimes, well, it depends.
Yeah.
It depends. I think I've just been thinking lately about how I'm hopefully, knock on wood, never going to experience that again because obviously I want to be married forever and ever. And I just can't be fucked starting with someone new. Like, frankly, like meeting their family and what if they suck and what if they don't like your kids and what if they have fucking kids? Fuck that. But like that idea that, you know, when you watch a movie or something and like that's that initial spark.
Yeah. That excitement in
Yeah.
your groins, not just
Yes.
sexually, but like that excitement of
butterflies.
everything. Yeah.
Yes. We're never going to experience that again.
No.
Doesn't that make you sad?
Well, it does. But then with what you were saying, it doesn't because you don't want to go through that whole like meeting people and getting comfortable and, you know, knowing that our husbands and us now, like you're connected, you've got this life built, all that kind of mushy bullshit.
Yeah. You're connected.
Excuse me. The wine is repeating on me. Literally, my throat just did this thing.
Or it was like, no,
I don't know. Not gonna lie, not sure what that was about. But anyways,
Okay.
do we have some water?
No, you got to commit. We are drinking
commit.
it on
I'm
empty
gonna-
stomachs as well. So let's see.
Excuse me.
Let's see
Yeah.
what kind of drunk this gets us.
Right. No, but you know, like that comfortable feeling, comfortableness, whatever. Which is great. But at the
Yes.
same time, there's no excitement in your groins anymore. But there could be, and there should be, and that's kind of an issue, right? Like,
Well, I guess that's what we're coming to. Because like that, you know, that first love when you just can't eat, can't sleep, you know, reach for the stars, that kind of shit. Like, it's just such, like when like the only way I can really regain that feeling now is by watching a movie or something, you know, but like seeing that develop and like the hurt when they go away and all that sort of stuff. Like, it just makes me feel so like sad that I'm never going to do it again.
Yeah, totally.
And like how do you regain that back? Like, you know, wanting to, this is terrible, but like wanting to have sex, you know, all the time and like seeing them and just being like, I can't wait for my parents to go to sleep. So like,
Okay.
you know, have sex on this couch and think about it tomorrow, whatever, you know, like it's that, how do you regain that back?
Well, you can't.
Well, I think you can.
No, you can't. It's impossible.
To an extent.
It's a scientific fact. If you've been together, you can implement some of the extra steamy love and like that part into it again.
Yeah.
And you can build up the excitement of being around each other and stuff. But authentically, you can't. It's
Well,
done
not
and over with.
authentically, of
Yeah,
course.
right.
Like, you're not going to, unless you break up for a few years and get back to it, you know,
Yeah.
and start sleeping with each other behind your, you know, whatever, everybody's backs. But this is why people do role play and shit like that. I just can't, I can't get my,
Oh, great. We're going back into your mind.
no,
Your
but I
fantasy
can't get my,
mind.
like
Oh,
it's,
Lord.
when I think the older I get, the more I understand the other movies I see as well, you know, like the ones that are like, you know, they go to a club and they meet and then, you know, they stare from, you know, the other side of the room and then they, you know, have hot sex in the hotel room. It's like, I finally get why people would do that when they've been in marriages for a long time.
Oh, totally.
You know?
100% about that. Like Cameron and I have been dying to go away, like to get away from our lovely world here with our children. And we keep saying as soon as the hotels are like and things are up and running again, we're just going to go and stay a night in a hotel in Brisbane. We're not going to go anywhere fancy I mean, Brisbane has some amazing hotels, but like just to have a night away where you get down and dirty.
Would
Let's
you
be real? I'll fall asleep.
Would you role play and yeah, exactly.
Look, I'll just starfish in a fancy hotel room. It'll be fine. No, I'm just joking. I'm totally joking.
The dream.
Right? Poor Cameron.
Let's just get it over and done with so we can eat the snacks in bed.
Yeah.
Peacefully.
Right?
Yeah. I know.
Totally.
This is the thing, like, that's what kind of makes me sad. Like, we're never going to go through that passion again of having that. Like, those days, again, hopefully, knock on wood, but those days are behind us. Like, we don't get to live that again.
No.
And it makes me sad.
Well, look, I get sad.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say sad's the right word. I feel like I'm missing out. Like FOMO. I get FOMO when I see that happening in movies and you're like, oh, you know, you feel it in your belly like, oh, missing out on that. But for me, because I'm I always say OCD, but I'm very routine person.
Yeah, right.
And I like things to be set in place. I don't know if this is going to make sense to people.
Yeah.
So like, I like the fact that Cameron and I, like, we're in a good relationship. Yeah. We love each other.
Yeah.
It's a great marriage.
Yeah.
We're not banging like he would like to, but I mean, really, how many marriages are? So like, I love the fact that I am settled with my husband, my life partner, and I've got this great life.
Yeah.
And like, a lot of people long for that.
Yeah. Totally. Yes.
Totally long for that. So I always, like, even though I think like, oh, crap, I don't get to feel that again. I would much rather not feel that again than be single longing 100% for what I have.
Because this is the, I think, mistake a lot of people make in general. And I mean, I say that very loosely, but like, when people are like, get into these stagnant relationships, and much the same as you, like what people want when they start these new and fresh relationships is what we have, the result
totally.
of, you know what I mean?
That's what they're aiming blah, 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 blah.
Is that what they're gaming for?
That too. So
then I think like, this is the trap people fall into, is that they're like, fuck, I want that new love again. I want this, my husband isn't doing it for me anymore. My wife isn't doing it for me anymore because we're, he doesn't load the dishwasher right anymore. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that.
Right.
She doesn't do this. She doesn't do that. So then you move on to the next person. You think you're upgrading. And then you have that new love again and you go through it all just to fall into the same trap.
Yeah. Totally.
You know what I mean? And this is what we've spoken about before, like in terms of sex and whatnot. It's like, it'd be great. Yeah, it'd be great to have new relationship sex again. It'd be great to have that passion again. But let's face it, if we were doing that with Ryan Gosling,
the novelty would wear off.
3 or 4 years in, I'd be like, Ryan, get the fuck off. Like, it wouldn't wear off. Like, it's literally just the sort of love that you can have at the and I think it's like, especially being young people as well, like going through that whole thing, like when you just don't, well, you're so, I don't know, you have no inhibitions. You're just so free, you know what I mean? Like now love for us, a new love for us now would be fucked. There's kids involved. There's families involved.
Totally.
It wouldn't be
the same.
No.
And you know what is funny? Okay, so I've been watching, and I just had to look it up on my phone to get the title correct, on Stan.
Yeah.
Because we all know we've been watching way too much TV lately.
Hi, Stan.
Yes, hi, Stan. First Wives Club.
Oh,
So,
yes.
Have you seen it yet on
I
Stan?
haven't seen it, but I've seen that they've created it because
Right.
First Wives Club was a movie back in the day.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I've had it on my list for ages.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to start watching this.
Yeah.
So good. Like, it's such a chick show. Like, it's
Excellent.
so funny.
Yeah.
But like the three, fuck this wine.
This wine, I'm telling you. Our tongue isn't working.
No, that fizz has fucked my tongue. So the 3 chicks obviously are going through different things with their guys, blah,
Right.
blah. And the one husband cheats on his wife and they're in counseling, and he's talking about like
They're in what?
counseling.
Oh, counseling.
Did
Yeah.
I say that wrong?
I thought you said cancelling. I'm like,
Maybe I
what
could
is
have. I don't
cancelling?
know.
My tongue isn't working.
It's like paralyzed my tongue. Seriously.
I feel like it's paralyzed my brain a little bit.
It's like, what's the alcohol consumption or
Guys.
percentage, whatever?
Croatians, what are you guys putting in your
God.
Let me check the alcohol
No wonder
percentage.
you have to eat pastries with it. Like,
Right?
get some carbs into you.
Soak up the alcohol. Let's
You look
see.
that up.
12.5.
Oh, normal. Okay.
There you go.
Anyways, so they're in counseling because
Right.
he dipped, what did she say? Dipped his dick in someone else's vagina or something. Yeah. It's such a funny show. Like, seriously, go watch it. And so the therapist,
Yeah.
psychologist, whatever, was saying, well, were you guys having sex? And she's like, yeah, all the time. He's like, you were, what did he call it? The comfortable sex or something, where she literally just was laying on her side.
Yeah, reading a book.
Or sleeping, and he was poking her.
Yeah, oh, God.
And he's like, "That's not sex." And I'm like, I was thinking, what's wrong with that? Like, you're dipping your dick in, you're fine.
But is it? And
No, it's
yeah,
not.
of course it's not. No.
Of course it's not.
This is why men cheat. It's very simple. They're
Well-
idiots. They think with their dicks. But that's the thing. It's
Yes and no, but like I did have another point about that show, which is very relevant to this,
but
no
it's blown
idea.
away with
blown away with this freaking fizzy wine.
delicious wine.
Yeah. But like it. Oh, that's right. Because the one chick is divorced and she's starting to, bang
mingle.
these other guys. Yeah. Or she's about to be divorced. And she was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I haven't had penis for ages.
Yeah.
And then she was saying, this is my fact.
Yeah.
Ready?
Here we go. Are we getting there?
Mm-hmm, we're
Let's
getting there.
do it.
How? Like, if you and I were to divorce our husbands
Yeah.
and we had to date again,
Yeah.
we have kids. Single moms
yeah.
with kids. That's a hard challenge.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
But this chick in the show was saying, but for, I think his name's Gary, the character, he's fine.
Absolutely.
Who cares? He's banging all these other chicks.
So true.
Even though he's a single dad, it does not matter. So he gets a chance at the first love again. So this is the point. She was like, he gets to experience this, he's changed his ways. He's out there going to the gym and getting all these hotties because, of course, the chick he hooked up with is this hot, skinny thing.
Yeah.
And she's this frumpy old single mom.
Yeah.
Which is so true.
It's so true.
Like,
it's so true. Fathers can just be like, see your kids. Well, I mean, they don't even say see your kids because most of the times the kids are with the mother.
The mom, they get them on the weekend or every other weekend.
That's right. Yeah.
So
they get to go live their lives.
Yeah.
Which is so true. Terrible because, again, it's funny because if we divorced, I would want my kids with me. I wouldn't want my kids to go independent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just this, I don't know. It's just
But it would just be so much harder to get that
would you
feel again, right?
And isn't it funny how we're a little bit off topic now, but isn't it funny how when you think about a single mother with kids, you're just like, oh, unattractive. Whereas when you think about a single dad with kids,
he's more attractive.
Yeah.
Because he's a dad.
How sweet.
Yeah.
He's a dad.
100%.
Fuckers. So this is why we can't divorce our husbands because they get off better. We don't get that new love. What we get is fucking shit.
Yeah.
Having to juggle everybody's schedules.
Well, you just wouldn't date. Like
it would just be like being a parent now, just without them. For extra help.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to date.
Yeah.
Thank
That's
God.
it. And like what you said before, like I wouldn't know what to do with a new dick. Like I literally have seen 2 in my life. Like I almost touched one once. No, I've seen 3.
Oh, this is so funny. Billy.
So it's like, what would I even like? Yeah. What do people like these days? I don't know.
Well, I think it depends on the person, Billy.
Do I shave? Don't I shave? Is the hair back? I don't know. What's back in fashion these days?
Well, look, I think a little bit hair is back in, even though I can't go there. That it doesn't matter if it's in fashion or not, but it depends on the person, Billy.
Right.
Right. I don't know. You have to ask your lover.
You just have to be. You got to go in there confident.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
Well, we would just have
to
drink.
But don't fake it. Just like.
Well, the other chick was saying to the husband in the show, sorry, I keep going on about the show because it is actually
I have to watch
funny.
it. Yeah.
It is so funny.
Yeah.
How she's like, dude, she was married for 17 years and he had never given her an orgasm.
What?
Yeah. So obviously they did not have the first love feels at all.
Oh my God.
Because I'm like, that's a bit.
That's ladies. Side note: if you've been with your partner for however long, and you've had sex a number of times, and you have not orgasmed,
you might want to
crickets. Leave.
What? No,
leave. No, leave. No, the wine says so. The wine says so.
Yeah, Billy's swinging her glass around. It's almost empty.
I'm super Croatian right now. The wine says so. Just leave.
Don't leave. Yeah. Maybe communicate, Billy. That might be a better
Buy a vibrator.
Oh. Well, that too. That could give you good love feels. See, this is the thing. I think too, when you're first with someone, you're a lot more like adventurous. Like I remember this one time. So Cameron and I were first dating, and we were up all night doing our thing, right?
As you do,
As you do.
Yeah.
And so it's funny how these stories pop back into your head.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were first dating, and because I moved in with Cameron quite early on into our relationship and I was still renting. Right. So this was like new days.
Yeah.
And so we were up all night doing our thing, and then Cameron, he's in construction, so his day starts quite early.
Right.
So I think he was leaving at like 4:30 in the morning or something. And he was carpooling with a bunch of guys because they were working on the Gold Coast. And so Cameron, the guys must have said something like, oh, you look like shit or whatever. And Cameron's like, because Cameron was quite young when we first hooked up.
How old was he? He would have been like 24 or something?
Like 23 even.
God,
yeah, he was a baby.
A baby. Yeah.
Because I was 27,
Yeah.
And he's like, I was up all night with Lindsay,
God,
obviously in his dickhead boy terminology. He would have been saying whatever. And I remember his one friend had said, because he was married at the time, he's like, oh God, like enjoy it while it lasts, because like that shit does not happen when you're married. And Cameron told me this story. That's why I know exactly what was said. And I remember thinking, no way, like that is not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's happened.
How much did you, like every fucking newlywed couple be like, that's never going to happen to us.
Yeah.
That will never happen to us. Like, why would it?
Right.
Why would it?
Yeah, I love him so much. I can't
I will always
imagine
love
not
him
wanting to.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm marrying him.
Yeah. But in our defense, because let's be honest, girls, like 90% of the
Yes.
time it's because of us that we don't want to have sex, right?
Yeah.
Like we're not a factual podcast, but pretty sure it's like probably 92%.
Pretty sure that's fact.
Yeah.
Factual figures.
But so last night, Cameron and I have been kind of going through a dry spell. And just because either like period, life, tired, sickness, kids, whatever, right? Like no issues or anything like that, just whatever.
Which, sorry, pause, sorry to interrupt, but that's exactly why you don't get to have so much sex.
Right?
You know?
Yeah. Life.
Yeah.
So we're laying in bed. We both went to bed a bit early, and I think he must have said something about like, oh, you know, should we get it on type thing.
Yeah.
And oh no, I said that. I tried to initiate it.
Oh, girl.
Only because I felt bad because it had been so long. It had been like a few weeks, right? So I'm like, oh, maybe I should do the right thing. And he said, only if you're the one that gets up to get the lube and condom.
Fuck it. Forget it.
And I'm like, that seems like a lot of work. And then Cameron's going to kill me. And then he goes, so our youngest, who's 2.5, tends to wake up in the middle of the night, and he'll just come trotting into our room. He doesn't cry, whatever. He just comes into our room and hops into our bed. And this particular night, Van obviously was still in his bed. And Cameron's like, his mind was so not on sex anymore. He's like, oh, I wish little Bubby was in bed with us. I'm like
ew, dude.
Right? Yeah, well, we had moved on. We were like, we're not having
Wait, so you
sex.
know, you didn't have...
No, we didn't. He was too lazy to get the stuff, and I wasn't going to get up to get the stuff.
God,
so when wrong person. So when Cameron said he wished Van was in bed with us, I'm like, well, go get him. He's like, no, I'm not going to get him. That's too much effort. I'm like, well, I'm not going to get him. So like, look, it's a stupid story, but we were just too lazy. We were too tired for anything.
That's a marriage story.
Right?
That's a marriage story.
Happens.
You know? And that's the thing, like, I don't like wish I had that new love again so I can have lots of sex again, because God, that sounds tiring.
Oh,
like,
God,
you know?
And painful.
Couldn't work for days. Yeah. It's just, you know, like it's that whole like new, as in the newness of it all.
It's the butterflies.
Well, it's the butterflies. And not to say that I want that again, but have to juggle my kids at the same time. It's like the whole, like I want to be 20 again and do it again. You know, like the thing is that time has passed for us. We're now married ladies and we now have to like decide who's going to get the lube, you know what I mean?
Right?
Like now why don't you just have all that shit right next to you? What
I knew you were going to say that because I've got 3 kids that open up drawers.
So do I. You just tell them not to. You smack their fucking hands and they learn. No? That doesn't happen.
Do they learn all the time? Look, my kids are pretty good with stuff like that. But
I'm not going to lie. Mine are good.
Oh my God.
Oh, you have those little drawer things that you can put that they kind of, like a little, you know.
Looks dumb.
Oh, looks dumb. Oh, I'd rather just not have my lube next to me.
Yeah. It's like the wardrobe. It's fine.
This is Lindalin's design. This is what I'm saying.
You can't have those stupid, ugly locks on the front of your drawer.
Oh my God.
Yuck.
That is hilarious. Did you have another story? Because I feel like you said...
Well, no, that was it. That's
classic marriage for you right there, people. And this is the thing, like, in the one hand... I mean, in every hand, it is absolutely beautiful that we found these relationships.
100%.
Where we've been with our partners for, you know, a long time, where we've grown with them instead of growing apart from them. Mm-hmm. You know, so far so good. Mm-hmm. So this is literally what everybody wants when they start that new relationship.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, you kind of get to, you know, 15 years in. There has to be a way to rejudge that shit somehow. Tantric sex. Have you ever thought about going to... I'm going to go to a Tantric Sex thing one day.
Can I tell you why?
I'll bring Henry.
That would be a good idea. He is your husband. The reason why... This is so mean of me. I'm so sorry.
Here we go.
And
Cameron.
No.
Turn it off.
No, it's not about Cameron.
Okay.
No, years ago when I was still back in Canada.
Okay.
Fuck. I'm
Here
so
we go.
sorry if I offend anyone. Okay. I'm
here we
really
go.
not trying to.
Disclaimer.
Yes. But I worked with this lady. She was like only a few years older than me at the time. So she was like probably late 20s with her husband. And just so you can get a visual, and this is where I don't want to disrespect or insult people. They weren't overly fit people. They were rather on the large side, both of them.
Okay. I'm getting flashbacks. I feel like we've spoken about this before.
We probably have.
Yeah.
We probably 100% have in the early days. She had red hair. Sorry, redheader people.
Oh, I love redheads. Don't worry, redheads. I'm still with you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Both not very attractive people, but I would look after their cats.
Oh,
they would go away.
fuck's sake.
Right? But they were into tantric sex. And all I could picture were these two slobby people.
Wow, I'm going to have to edit that out.
No, you're not. No, look, I haven't said their names. It's fine. And I've got
Why
nothing.
did they have to be slobby? Were they slobby
Because
just
they were. They just
okay.
weren't tidy, nice looking people. It's not
so they're just unattractive people in general.
unattractive. Yeah. In my opinion.
Yes.
They could have been hot stuff to some people. Who knows?
Sure. Yeah.
But all I could picture was them having sex for a long time and really doing weird things. So tantric sex, nah.
Yeah.
Negative.
I also don't think, to be fair, that Henry would be into tantric sex.
No,
I think
he wouldn't.
tantric sex is very like, let's meditate and look into each other's eyes
that
and
shit.
breathe through it an orgasm, you know? And you just be like, what, bitch, can I go have a barbecue and just like eat and then maybe wank off or something? Like, I doubt that he would be into what, you know. And also tantric sex, from the things I've saw in movies and heard from Sting, because he's into that kind of thing.
Oh.
Do people even know who Sting is anymore?
Yeah, well, they should.
That was the police. Anyway, it seems to go on all night. So I doubt that that's going to be something we're going to be into.
It's very long.
Yeah, it goes on forever because you have to form that connection.
Yeah, no,
so maybe
fuck
when
that.
we're retired or something, we can get into that. I just feel like the thing is, I just don't discount anybody's attempt at having to spruce their life. You know, this is what I was saying. Like, I kind of feel like back in the day, I used to be like, why would anybody go and role play and pretend they're different people? Like, don't you just want to be with the person that you're with? Like, why would you need to pretend that they're a stranger and in the CIA and, you know, rescuing you from what, you know, like why? But
now we know what Billy and Henry do.
I've been watching a lot of action movies lately.
Okay.
A lot of John Wick and a bit of Mission Impossible last night.
Oh, God.
Bit of Cruise Control.
Cruise Control.
Yeah, Tom Cruise. I've been watching
I
a lot
get
of
it,
Tom
Billy.
Cruise
I get it.
movies. For the young people listening to this who should not be listening to this, you have a life to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I get now why people will do that. So I now get that one day I probably will be into tantric sex. With Henry or without him, whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to hear about it.
But you will, because obviously this podcast is going to live for the next 30 years.
Oh, God.
So
I'll be 70. I can't do that.
that's when you start tantric sex, because you can't be bothered having sex. You can't sleep because you're old. And all that it takes is a bit of fucking breathing. That's all you can do when you're 70.
Tom, can you end this episode, please?
Are we done?
Yes, please. We are done. Done ski.
So, Lindalin, where are you getting our next bottle of wine?
Sense of Taste, of course, Bildo. They have a beautiful selection of wines, over 100 spirits open for tasting, a great selection of craft beer, and they even have a variety of cheese and cured meats.
Dude, you had me at meats. And wine.
So make sure you go and check out one of their boutique bottle shop locations at Kutjevo and Hamilton. Ching!
Do you like that, Billy? I was trying to be
that.
like dramatic.
Okay.
Okay, close it up, Bill.
Okay.
End it.
If you managed to get through that, thank you so much.
The only reason why I did is because I have I'm stuck in this small little room with you.
That was an interesting one. Thank you so much for being here and for listening. As Lindalin said at the beginning, please subscribe, rate, do all that stuff. It helps us a ton. So 100%. If you've been like, I'm listening and I love you guys, fucking subscribe.
And let us know. And write a review, send us a message, put a post up, whatever.
Yes.
We'll take it.
We will take
whatever love you want to send us.
Tantric or otherwise is fine. You may email us.
Yeah.
At onechatspodcast@gmail.com.
Totally.
We are on Instagram and Facebook, One Chats Podcast. We're on TikTok and YouTube, Bildo and Lindalin. Good God, we're on so many channels. And on YouTube now, we've kind of scrapped what we were doing to begin with, and now we have all our episodes up on YouTube. Yeah. So if you're a YouTuber and you just want to put that up and listen to us in the background, please do.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks.
Is that it, Billy?
Listen, I think that is
You're
way
done.
it. Oh,
that
yes.
wine.
Yeah, that wine was fine. And please try some Croatian wine because God knows what'll come out of your mouth when you do. So please do.
Hopefully your tongue survives.
Yeah. But also, if you do soak your shirts in it, I'd love to know what happens. So give that a crack. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Good day.
Yeah. See ya.
No.
Billy, just once. I'd love for you to not snap your face. Seriously, just take those fingers down.
The thing is, Tom is waiting for his cue. Tom, hit the music.